Hello, everyone. I just want to do some housekeeping. If you are a graduating senior, I do want to remind you that your seat is on the left-hand side here. If you have not already, your name is on the back of your chair. Please remove that. That is what you're going to take up to the stage for Dr. Ware to read. So there's that. The food, it smells delicious. Sorry you can't have it yet. It's for after the ceremony. And then just make sure you turn your phones onto silent or off. There is a professional photographer here taking photos, so you don't have to take them if you don't want to. Just make sure your flash is off so it doesn't interfere with his flash. If we're all good to go, I think we're going to go ahead and shut the doors, and I'm going to welcome Dean Higgins to the podium.
Good evening. Okay, we can do better than that. Come on. Good evening. My name is Felisa Preciado Higgins, and I have the pleasure of serving at Purdue as the Associate Vice Provost and Dean of the John Martinson Honors College. And it is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you. I want to highlight all the beautiful people who are here, not only our STEAM graduates that are going to be receiving their medallions, but again, the smiley, beautiful families that now surround us celebrating your success. I also, before going any further, I want to acknowledge that we're here today not only to celebrate the success of the students, which is the primary reason we're here, but I also want to take a moment to express gratitude to the faculty and staff of the John Martinson Honors College. I would like for those members of the faculty and the staff of the John Martinson Honors College to please stand up and be recognized this evening. Yes. Oh, sorry. Or wave, or raise your hand, Sorry. Yes. To stand up or raise your hand. All right. My apologies. So I want to start by asking you guys, a simple question, maybe not so simple. Have you ever experienced a moment so meaningful that you wish time could stand still? Like you really just want like freeze frame, right? Maybe. Some of you are nodding, some of you are like, what is she talking about? But sometimes you just want to take the moment in. And I hope that tonight is going to be for you one of those moments. Because no matter what the hardships or the difficulties you face along the way, you have earned this recognition. And you will forever belong to this community. So this place will always be your home. At the John Martinson Honors College, we open doors to extraordinary opportunity so that extraordinarily motivated students can unleash their fullest potential. And we do it not because we want to turn this place into a pedestal, but because there is a book that I like to read that says, to whom much is given, much will be required. And you guys are now able to celebrate your success, but tomorrow you go forward as the leaders and change makers that you have been working to become for the past, I was going to say 4 years, but some of you overachievers, probably 3.5, maybe 3. I think, I kid you not, last December, we literally had somebody who managed to do in 2.5. And some of the parents are going, see, it could have been done. Oh, I know, I'm a parent too. I have 6 children. And, 3 of them are still in college, all right? But we want you to use that very same talent you brought to honors every day, your wisdom, your compassion, your purpose, your empathy, your sense of humanity, your love for the world, your love of learning, and your curiosity. Let us forge together. Let us continue forging together the future of the world as we want to see it, more just and, more peaceful and fruitful for all. And to find a future that is bright, that is also bold. And because you are Purdue, you're going to be Purdue graduates, also black and gold, all right? And speaking of black and gold, it is my distinct pleasure now um, to now look ahead at the impact you're going to make. I'm going to have the distinct pleasure of placing a material, physical symbol that tells the world that you committed to something and you saw it through, but it's also a symbol of the impact you will make. And it is my honor also to welcome someone who has exemplified the kind of leadership we know and believe and hope you will embrace in your careers. And that leader is somebody who exemplifies service, stewardship, and the Boilermaker way, Mr. Malcolm D. Krieger. Mr. D. Krieger is a proud Purdue alumnus who earned his master's degree from Purdue's College of Agriculture in 1983, long before I was even born. Just kidding. I was already in the world, and I'm not going to tell you how long because I know you guys can do math. So 1983, and he has continued to serve the university with great distinction, including his appointment to the Purdue University Board of Trustees in July of 2016. He is the president and co-owner of Belstra Milling Company in DeMott. I pronounce it correct. Anybody? Yeah, okay, we have somebody from DeMott in the house. All right, DeMott in the house. For those of you who are not from Indiana, DeMott should have been the capital of the state, not Indianapolis. All right. But he's recognized as somebody who has had a leading role in the livestock industry and someone who has, again, not only, been successful in his business, but stands out strongly in his leadership and commitment to doing things the right way. He has earned recognition for ethical farming, animal welfare, environmental stewardship, and being a good neighbor, with honors from the Indiana Soybean Alliance, the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association, and the National Pork Board. He was also named, not many people can claim this honor, Master of the Pork Industry by the National Hog Farmer magazine. So many visitors to Fair Oak Farms, have learned from his work as the general contractor and manager of the Pig Adventure. So if you haven't tried it, you might want to check it out. A working hog farm that educates the public about the pork industry with transparency and care. At Purdue, his dedication has been recognized through multiple alumni honors from the College of Agriculture, and his service has included being in the Dean's Advisory Council. In 2012, he and his wife, Donna, established a scholarship for students in the Department of Animal Sciences, and they have been steadfast supporters of Purdue musical organizations. I mean, come on, we love PMO, and the Purdue Varsity Glee Club. Most importantly, he is someone who understands that real impact is measured not only by what you build, but by the people you invest in. Malcolm and Donna are the parents of 3 children and proud grandparents of 8. So he has a very, very busy, second job. Or actually, that's the first job, all right? But I want you to now, graduates and families, join me in welcoming to the stage our keynote speaker, Mr. Malcolm D. Krieger.
Pardon me. I think that the dean's introduction might be longer than my speech. Okay. It's really an honor to be here with you today, and I think I sort of have to admit that I was a little bit embarrassed when Dean Higgins and I were visiting 2 months ago. And she asked me if I would be willing to speak with you here at the Medallion ceremony. Now, to be frank, on a couple of different levels, I was not aware that there was a Medallion ceremony for the Honors College. Now, you would think that having been a trustee for 10 years of this esteemed university, you would know everything ab- about everything in this university, and it's not possible. But I failed on this one, and so I'm really excited to be here for my first time. Um, the other thing that I would really need to admit to you is that I would never have been a student who could sit here tonight. I was not an honors college type of student. So I hold you in very high esteem because you're way ahead of where I started in this world. Um, my father and I had a pretty significant falling out when when I was in high school and all through college. Now, my dad was medical doctor, highly regarded in the state of Michigan, but at that point in my life, we didn't like each other very much. And so I decided that I was going to pay my way through college, no matter what it took. So I spent a lot of hours working on a pig farm, my dad's brother's pig farm. And I loved it. In fact, I decided after working in a hospital as well, I really didn't want to be a doctor anymore. I wanted to be a farmer. Now, that might be completely non intuitive to a lot of people. But I spent my time doing and finding out what I craved and what I loved. And so during that period of time, it became clear that I needed to go to a college where I could learn more about being a pig farmer. Now, do not worry. Later in life, when I graduated from the university, when I got married, and when I gave my dad and mom grandchildren, well, then I'm really in a good spot all of a sudden, and so they love me for the rest of their lives. In my office in DeMont, I have a picture of my mother on her knees, and she's harvesting onions in a large muck field in western Michigan. The year is 1951, and she was 16 years old. Her father had drowned when she was 7, and so her family needed their help to put themselves through school. My mom's hair is tied up in like a bun or a bow. She's getting super tan, wearing a short sleeve shirt, and she is barefoot. Now, you may not know where onions are grown, but muck fields are former lake beds. And so you dry them out, they become very dusty, but they are a great place to grow those onions. That's a pretty humbling idea to watch and have a picture of my mom harvesting onions like that. My mom and my dad came from families that were from Dutch immigrants from the Netherlands. So their beginnings were very, very humble. I've told you my career has been about being a pig farmer. I've said for many years that God made pigs to keep farmers humble. There are many things that pigs love to tear apart, and there are many things that can go wrong. But for some reason, I was called to be a farmer. I came to Purdue 45 years ago, this coming year, to work on my master's degree. Having worked with pigs throughout high school and college, I knew that I did not know enough about pigs and the nutrition for pigs. And so one of the humbling things when you're in graduate school is that you don't know what you don't know. And I'll bet you graduates probably wonder what you don't know yet. So I needed to come here to become a better pig farmer and businessman. For a number of years now, I have helped teach a class in the College of Agriculture each semester. and it's called um, Cross-Cultural Experiences in Indiana Agriculture. And in that class, I bring some friends, some Latino friends that work in our company. And we talk about a lot of things that are exposing the students to particularly Latino cultures that are very, very prevalent in Indiana agriculture. In my conversation with the class, I remind the students that they, like each of you, are on a path to graduate from a prestigious university. And I, as a trustee, believe that heart and soul. Like you, they're not entitled to a degree. They're working on their degree. In your case, you've earned your degree now. However, it's vitally important to think about how your schoolwork and your degree will allow you to make choices that other people from different backgrounds, in this case, particularly from immigrant backgrounds, may not be able to make. If you choose, as you leave Purdue, to be at an entry level in a company for the rest of your life, that's all your choice. And if that's what you want, that's great. But consider the people who have not attended high school, who have not attended a college, who've not attended Purdue, and for sure, who have never even heard of an honors college, sort of like what I was. Will they be offered the same choices that you will be offered in the years to come? So, I'm going to urge you to learn and practice servant leadership. Now, what does that mean for a 21 or 22, or if somebody is getting out of here in 2.5 years, maybe 20 years old? More importantly, what does that mean about your future? Chances are pretty good that you're already lined up with a new job and your first tour of duty. It's a tour of duty. It's what you've been working for your whole college career. I'm going to assume that you have learned skills in your specialty that will prepare you to handle the responsibilities in this first job. And then you get going, and after a couple of years, then what? The normal pathway is that you'll probably be promoted. Or maybe another company will look at your skill set and go, ooh, I want you. And you're going to get a promotion with this as you come to a new job. So another tour of duty. What are you going to do to make yourself attractive to people who are watching you at your new job, considering you for your next role? Will you invest yourself to really own those tasks, to really own that job that you get started with, pouring yourself into it? Next step up, will you even serve those around you? Maybe there are two people who have really tough jobs and you get yours done first. Will you be willing to put yourself out there and help to really make something happen for both of you? I'm going to challenge you to learn new things after you leave here, to adapt to changing situations, and to become resilient in the workplace. President Mitch Daniels used to say, "We do not want to graduate snowflakes." Some of you may have heard him say that if you were here yet when he was here. What happens when you are entrusted with people who report to you in the future? How will you care for those people for whom you have responsibilities? I am a Christian. Therefore, the story of Jesus washing the disciples' feet means a big deal to me. How will you humble yourself when leading and caring for those who are entrusted to you? Truly investing in your people and caring for them, first of all, and then worrying about their work will make a huge difference in many ways. And I'm going to get back to that again in just a minute. I believe that everyone needs to have a really good boss and a really awful boss, someone you can't stand. And I'll bet that most of your loved ones, parents, grandparents, and whoever, have all had both a really good boss and an awful boss. Both will teach you things about how to care for people. You're going to want to emulate the good boss on how that person treats you, how they motivate you, and how you respond to that trust and that guidance. And then you need to have that awful boss who's going to teach you that being a jerk with the people around you or your employees will lead to poor retention. People will quit. Poor performance, you're going to get a lousy product. Or even worse, a subculture without trust and without joy. So my company has 250 people in it. And we're spread around 30 locations, 30 farms throughout Northwest Indiana and Northeast Illinois. Clearly, those of us who are in leadership have our heads on a swivel all the time. We can't see everything at one time. How miserable would it be if we can't trust the people who are working for us because we can't see them all the time? What happens when I'm not looking? Furthermore, why would anyone want to do their best work if while I'm not watching, if we have no trust or respect for each other? So think about how that works. So this is my challenge for you, and then I'm wrapping up. Be humble, not proud. Be caring and respectful, not callous and harsh. Be quietly confident, not boastful or cocky. This brings me back to my other comments a minute ago. As you learn to serve others in your career, you will receive the greatest joy and satisfaction from the relationships you develop and count on. Carry your Purdue honors degree humbly and gently. Then remember the Dr. Seuss storybook. Oh, the places you will go. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, ... The trustees and the university know that you are ready and capable of so many things ahead of you. Congratulations and hail Purdue.
We'll now begin the awarding of medallions. I believe you're receiving instructions or have received them. I need your, did they tell you what to do? Ala ulawa, arebuund, bumbe. Shebang Angarwal. Jimena Avalos Hernandez. Alexander Aylward. Ryan Bailey. Adi Babu. Bubakar Balde. Andrew Bauer. Kellen Buseri. Benjamin Cabot. Annie Cash. Cameron Clapper. Kendall Clayman. William Clifford. Jackson Emerson. Jacqueline Figueroa. Ashley Fissel. Macy Full. Andrea J. Alvarez Florendo. Isaac Fuchsman. Samuel Greenaway. Guadalupe Herman. Aiden Jacobson. Amrita Jahar. Arian Kanolkar. Wojciech Kilbus. Kate Krasaniak. Lily Larson. Matthew Light. Congratulations. Matthew Lobenstein. Hannah Stiegel. Megan Parsons. Annette Winterland. Richard Lee. Quentin Lovejoy. Aaron Lim. Connor Barrand. Christopher Farber. Caroline O'Connor. Alexis O'Grins. Riley O'Loughlin. Mal Palmer. Herschel Pohl. Alexander Ramsey. Emily Rodefer. Aaron Robinson. Alexa Rosenstein. Christian Scott. Isha Shaw. Daksh Kumar Singh. Amy Song. Nikhil Venkatachalam. John Wright. Brooke Yorio. Ashley Zach. Radman Zarbuk. And Madeline Lee. Let's give one last collective response. And Madeline Yee's not going to have an opportunity to sit. We're going to transition to our student response. And I will introduce Madeline. Madeline Yee is an aerospace engineering major with a minor in business economics. And during her time at Purdue, Madeline has been involved in many things, which is somewhat characteristic of John Martinson Honors College and Purdue University students. But she has been involved in many things, including undergraduate research in Dr. Tom Shi and Dr. Jun Chen's research groups, TAing for AA339 Aerospace Propulsion. That would be a hard class for me to take, let alone TA in, and multiple internships at organizations such as the Aerospace Corporation and L3 Harris Technologies. Madeline has been active in Women in Engineering, the Society of Women Engineers, the Purdue Society of Professional Engineers, Sigma Gamma Tau Honors Aerospace Engineering Society, and the list here, I will continue reading, but just know that this is not everything that Madeline has been involved in. I don't want to steal Madeline's thunder. Women in Aerospace and leading women towards space careers, just to name a few. Please join me in welcoming Madeline Yee to the podium.
Thank you so much, Dr. Warren. It's actually a very full circle moment. The first class that I took here at Purdue was your Intro to Writing for Research class over the summer. So good evening, everyone, to the students, parents, faculty, staff, guests, and most importantly, the distinguished class of the John Martinson Honors College class of 2025. As Dr. mentioned, my name is Madeline Yee, and I am a proud aeronautical and astronautical engineering graduate with a minor in business economics. It is a tremendous honor to be standing in front of you today as one of the many voices of this graduating class. Today we gather to celebrate not only the culmination of our undergraduate journey and academic achievements, but also the Honors College community, which has inspired, shaped, and challenged us beyond our limits. I remember learning about the Honors College as a senior in high school from one of the prospective student tours that my helicopter parents signed me up for. Seeing this very room for the first time, I knew that I wanted to be a part of the magic and community that my childhood self was always fond over. Within the halls of Honors North and South, I found a unique family like the vibrant tapestry in the hallway, woven with diverse perspectives, passionate ideas, and a desire to impact the future. I vividly recall my first few classes of Honors Freshman Seminar. Remember that one, graduates? As an engineering student, I was initially hesitant to delve into subjects outside my realm. Why was I walking around campus looking at trees and nature instead of solving a calculus problem in my dorm? Why were others learning about data or even terrorism? As the weeks passed, skepticism turned into curiosity, opening a door to many new friendships that expanded my view of the world. This experience taught me the power of interdisciplinary learning and how innovation inspires and challenges us to become better. We blend observations with the logic of data to spark conversations and challenge the status quo. The journey was not always easy, especially at first. There were many challenges, including finding new friends 2,000 miles away, doing laundry for the first time, and wrestling with code to make a robot follow a black line. Yet every challenge was accompanied with moments of joy and laughter, such as a movie night on the first floor, where I finally learned the magic of cars and this irresistible charm of Life is a Highway, a very good road trip song. A midday break at the snack and chats in the lobby, and the many dorm events where I could bond with my roommates and floor mates. Every moment, every hurdle, and every burst of laughter helped shape the best time of our lives, reaffirming that our challenges made our successes even more meaningful. Now, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude and acknowledge everyone who has got us to this point. Thank you to our dedicated advisors, especially my advisor, Mr. T, in the back, for your endless patience, your wise counsel, and just for being there when we needed it the most. Thank you to all the extraordinary JMHC faculty and staff for nurturing our ideas, supporting our dreams, and lighting the path for the next step. And last but not least, to the friends and peers who have made every step memorable and every struggle bearable, I owe you endless gratitude. So graduates, what's next for us? As we each travel our separate ways, let us not forget we are at an extraordinary threshold, ready to carve new paths and scale new heights. Let us remember that the spirit of this community will always be with us, no matter where we go. Whether our journeys keep us at Purdue or take us to outer space and beyond, we carry forward a legacy of resilience, creativity, and unwavering support. The bond we share is a beacon that will continue to guide us and uplift us wherever destiny may lead. So graduates, let us step boldly into the future, inspired by our shared experiences and empowered by our Purdue education. Congratulations to the John Martinson Honors Class of 2025, and boiler up. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And now I invite the graduates up to the stage with me to take a group photo with Dean Higgins.